morning. Welcome to Live from the Cave. This is the Morning Roast Edition. I'm your host, Sean Mason. To my left, we have the Renaissance man, Glenn Murray. To his left, we have Mel Roberson, the total gent. And then on the end there, we have the lover of life, the one and only Robert Hazard. How you guys doing, man?
Wonderfully
wonderful.
Well,
Awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah, good to see you guys, man. I've missed you. I hate to admit that. But I've missed you. I've missed your faces.
Right.
You missed our faces.
Everybody's,
Miss you too.
Everybody's doing good. We have to stop for a minute and wish my good friend and my frat brother Mel a happy birthday.
Awesome.
He took the time out to make sure that he didn't miss this taping and spent his birthday, at least part of his birthday, with the fellas. So
you always need the youngest guy on the show to be here,
and that's why I'm here. That's why I showed up today.
Some things never change.
Never change.
About that.
Hey man, we don't have a whole lot of time. You know how things go with us. The time seems to fly by. So let's jump right in. I was listening to a conversation the other day, and I was a little bit stunned by what one of the brothers said in this conversation. He said that the existence of the male gold digger has become of epidemic proportion. The male gold digger. We always frame gold diggers as women that are pursuing men that are among the haves. But I guess there is supposedly this rise of men who are seeking successful women so that they can basically live out of their resources. So my first question is, have you heard anything about this phenomenon? Do you know it to be true? And then secondly, what do you think about it? So lover of life, Robert Hazard, talk to me. I knew you'd be first, at least this go round.
You know, I haven't heard that, but I could see it because we're in a different society now where I think that my society, being the oldest here on the show, is that we worked, you know, to get our riches and things like that. But I think now we've got this movement where everyone is young and they want to. I could see where they'd want to go get a corporate chick or this boss chick type stuff and take their riches.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just the generations behind us, though. I think there are people within our age group and even older that are doing that because they see an opportunity. It's really about being an opportunist, right?
Yeah.
And whatever that opportunity looks like, if it comes in the form of a relationship or if it comes in the form of I could get with somebody who's well off. If you're an opportunist, then you take that opportunity. But I mean, I saw it in college. I went to a school that was kind of prestigious as far as the base of students that went there. I mean, VPs from Anheuser-Busch and so many different companies funneled their children into this particular university. And I saw guys that were like, man, she got a BMW. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's what they went after. So I don't think it's new. I do think it's unfortunate, but it happens.
Yeah, I know some people that have gone through it. There are guys that just kind of angle and place themselves at the right place at the right time for the right type of women. So I've definitely seen it. So I don't think it's anything new. To Mel's point, I think it's all ages that are doing it. But yeah, I know some people that have gone through it.
And because I have a background in the arts, I definitely saw it as a young singer. You know, on the local scene, you have artists who, of course, you know, at that time, not every artist was able to make money. If he was partnered with somebody that had a stable income, then that was attractive to him. You know, I've even seen guys question my commitment to it because I always wanted to make sure I had a job and could be self-sufficient. But then when I think about it, I go, as long as you can trust the intention. Everybody wants a support network. Everybody wants a support system, right?
That's different than being a gold digger.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, and so I guess what I'm actually saying is that I think men can be getting that label when in actuality they're attracted to someone whose setup or framework helps them achieve what they're trying to achieve. You know, because if you have less than great credit and your lady has great credit, I mean, you're not a gold digger. You're just, you know, and you're ambitious enough to use that platform to increase your own, right? Then you're just using what their resources are to help you achieve what you're trying to achieve.
But also, I think
But
we're
that's
looking from a lens of outside of where the relationship is. So we don't really know what's going on between that man and that
Absolutely.
woman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So to your point about the credit, she may be saying, he may have come to her and said, look, my credit is bad and I need help. And she may be like, I've got an 800 score. Let me show you what to do to get to that. Or here, I'll work with you to get to that. So we don't really know. People speculate about a lot of things.
I'm glad she did that for you, Glenn. I'm really glad.
Look at you now.
Yeah, I was but when I was driving here for the taping, I was on the phone with a buddy of mine who's he's married now just over a year, and he and his wife have quarterly meetings. They have quarterly like family meetings, and he just lost his dad. And so there's some hypersensitivity now around what paperwork they have in order. You know, that kind of thing will get your attention. Yeah. And so they had a meeting just about where they are with beneficiaries and who gets what and yada, yada, yada. And he went on to tell me how they share each other's strengths. You know, he was undereducated about like interest rates. You know, she was undereducated about some other stuff. And so without ego, they were able to merge those things, you know. So I think a lot of times, but I also say, and you guys know I'm the big advocate for men, right? So I think that men in that position are going to be judged more harshly than women in that position. If a man is paired with a woman who's doing better than him, he may stand more criticism than a woman who is you know, matched with a man who's doing better.
Well, Mel married up. Let's ask him. At least like 4 levels up.
How is that working for you?
and Robert married up multiple times. You know, I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, I that had been on my mind.
But isn't that a real partnership, though? I mean, in terms of what you talk about. I think that that's what we really want is partnerships at any level.
I think I think we've lost that, Robert. I really do, man. I think that I think we've become such an adversarial culture when it comes to dating, and we don't see our mates or our potential mates as people that are on our team. You know, it's like you know, you might get lucky enough, like Mel and Mo are like the same friggin' person. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you get lucky, like my brother and my sister-in-law, same person, right? But outside of that, man, you find that it's not only is there this audition culture, you know, to it, but then there's this adversarial culture. And I want to say we're on the same team.
I would venture to say that there are more couples like me and my wife. There are more people out there that are in strategic partnerships that are amazing that we just don't hear about because our culture and social media tends to edify the negative as opposed to put people like us in the forefront. So I wouldn't say that it's not happening. I think we hear a lot less about it only because of the way our culture and our society
bad news travels much faster than good news.
And the fact that many couples are not, you know, out on social media publicizing, you know, what's happening, right?
That's true.
You know, because they're living their lives and they're enjoying, you know, their families, living in the moment, etc. It's only the people that are on social media.
But if you think about on social media, friction gets the headlines.
Always.
People, the views, the likes, and all of that come from people talking about divorces and couples that have been together, or somebody got caught cheating, or somebody was unfaithful in some way, shape, or form. So it's sad. It's a sad commentary on life.
So ultimately, it's about what your intention is. If you partner with somebody who's in a better position than you, but you're looking to glean from them, you're looking to learn from them, they're looking to share with you, then that's a whole different concept. So I know that the male gold digger exists. I don't believe that it's in epidemic proportion. You guys have been great, man. We need to take a quick break. We'll be right back live from the Cave Morning Roast.
The perfect couple with the perfect family until their oldest child is gunned down by police officers. From the author of The Expert Witness, Marvin Mason releases his new book, Come Undone, available on Amazon and Kindle.
Join us, Indie TV, where you will see the talk shows, movies, drama, action, and comedy. Be the first and see it first. Sign up now for free at Indie TV.
Imagine your own private wine tour. That's Wine Crawl, providing you an experience that's second to none. Now in over 20 cities, Wine Crawl is great for the novice and experienced wine lover. And we mix in food and spirits tours, and you have your answer for what's new and exciting in your city. Find out about our next adventure. Visit us at www.winecrawl.wine.
The Miracle on 75th Street KMT Health Food Store, the best kept secret in Chicago, owned by renowned medical doctor Sheldon T. Caesar, MD. Our goal is to restore and maintain your health naturally. KMT Health Food Store, 233 East 75th Street, or call us at 773-224-7500. Awaken your superpowers.
Hey, welcome back to Live from the Cave, the Morning Roast. I'm here with the guys, Glenn, Mel, and Rob. You guys doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Awesome. All right. Hey,
Can we move my chair?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on this side of Glenn. so that way, you get your wish, but you really don't get your wish.
Right.
You still next to your nemesis. Hey man, you guys know me, and I'm always scouring the internet for great stuff for us to unpack and talk about. And I came across a young lady who was posturing on TikTok about us, and I mean us as in our specific gender and our specific hue. And this lady said that our culture was the only culture where women are expected to help the man build financially. She cited some cultures where some men aren't allowed to marry if they aren't equipped with certain financial means.
Mm-hmm.
And she went on to say that she doesn't see men of other cultures at all have any expectation financially of the women that they're paired with. So of course, twofold question: do you believe it's true? And then secondly, what do you think about it in general? Big Mel, what do you think about it?
Oh, you start with me.
Yeah. I know Robert was looking at me, so.
So I think I may have seen the post. If not, I've heard this conversation for. There's so much to unpack.
I agree.
In this particular topic, and I don't even want to get into systemic racism or how our family culture has been attacked, what we've had to deal with psychologically, the need for a two-income home.
And as you answered that, though, don't you think that it's important that those things are considered when those points of view are thrown out there like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is other cultures aren't as vocal about financial stability or financial status. They keep so much stuff in-house that we wouldn't hear those conversations. You know, my friends that are of Asian descent or whatever, they're not putting all of their stuff out on social media or having those type of conversations because there's a certain level of respect for the family structure, the family unit, and what it takes to keep that cohesiveness as a family. And I think psychologically, just as an African American, there are so many things that I have to deal with or that we have to deal with on a regular basis. And social media has become the platform for us to vocalize it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And then that can get turned around so quickly and people jump on bandwagons that it's theoretically impossible to assess that situation. So yes, I think that it does probably happen in other cultures more than we know about. I wouldn't say no other culture does that. And I also think that part of the strength of being a Black family comes from the ability for us to build together, right? Like, don't get me wrong. My dad was a protector and a provider. My mom didn't work. She was a stay-at-home mom. It was different in the 70s and 80s than it is now, where the cost of living has gone up, the lack of jobs. You really need to be an entrepreneur or some high-level C-suite person to be able to take care of the family to the degree that women want, right? So it's different if you have somebody who's of modest means and you have a woman that wants to live a modest lifestyle. But when she's talking about men that can't provide, they're talking about providing the 5-bedroom house, the 3-car garage, the vacations once a quarter, all of those things. And that's fine if you want that, right? But I think that it would be important to realize, okay, you're not going to get that with a school teacher. You're not going to get that with a bus driver, and then there's such a shortage of Black men that are in those positions financially to be able to do that the pool for women to get that is not as vast as they would hope.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm impressed that two old dudes like you are on TikTok and know what it is.
I'm the youngest one in the group.
Cheers to both of you.
I got a lot of tick in my talk. I'd have you know.
That's what we're worried about.
That's just like I got a lot of hip in my hop. But
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. That being said, my first problem with this is what's her frame of reference?
Right.
First of all, she's on TikTok. So what made her the expert on African American relationships?
Right.
First of all, with her pool of maybe 5,000-10,000 people that she's seen, you can't, just because I look at the stars doesn't make me Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Right.
I can't be an astrophysicist just because I see the stars and know can identify the stars.
I was impressed that you could say that.
I know, me too. I practiced before the show.
Yeah, I figured.
But your frame of reference is limited to what your environment is and what you see on TV or what you hear your friends say. And I'm not going to dismiss this person because I don't know them. But if you're under 30 and your frame of reference is your friends that are in that age range, then you don't have a real frame of reference about relationships and how relationships work. So you can't decide for 14 million people around the world that it's just not working and every relationship is like that, because you don't have that kind of access, that kind of knowledge, that kind of intelligence to make that informed decision.
And before I ask Robert to share,
Robert just agrees with what we said.
I mean, Mel has actually said everything that I would say.
I am the youngest and the smartest in the group.
I think so often, and I really think it's a lot more dangerous than we realize, but it's so easy to speak from a place of strength. When you're doing well in a certain area and you want to be judgmental about people that are not doing as well in that same area, I think sometimes we can lose perspective because we start to live in a bubble in a sense. And it's like, okay, what I've experienced and what I've accomplished dictate my lens going out, and everybody's circumstance and situation doesn't mirror yours. So that's an unfair barometer to use. But Robert, I'd love to hear anything that you got left from what Mel said.
Mel was so eloquent, covering this topic.
Please, let's not blow Mel.
Any
more
on his it's his birthday, so we could, it's his birthday. We can give him that.
Right.
But I think initially what we were talking about is families getting together, and I think that we've lost that whole cohesiveness in what Mel said in terms of what we see happening. I think when we look at our culture, right? We were back in the 60s, et cetera. It was all about staying together. My mom was a stay-at-home mother too. She worked a little bit, but it wasn't really necessary for her to work. It was really just, she was there for us when we came home from school, et cetera. And I think that those family dynamics worked, back then. I think it's been, convoluted now and I also think that back then they didn't share as much about finances and things like that was going on. We also even saw that in the work environment. When we got into a work environment, we didn't share our salaries, and stuff like that. There's a reason, I think, for all of that sort of stuff.
But almost to piggyback something Mel said in his sharing, why wouldn't you want that? I know it's culturally specific, but if you're well equipped and she's well equipped, but why wouldn't you want to put your efforts together?
But
you know what I'm saying?
But to Mel's point, is it culturally specific? We just see it more,
right?
Because
we identify, right?
But I'm saying from the standpoint that this lady was saying that Black men were flawed because we wanted that from our mates.
But how many Black men does she know?
Yeah, what was the survey question?
She might know a lot. I mean, so here's the thing. When you really get down to it, right? When you compare what a Black man has to go through culturally economically,
which she's
spiritually,
not
mentally,
factoring in,
emotionally.
which
Exactly.
what you mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So just me entering into the arena, I am already at a slight disadvantage because of
Slight.
I'm at a big
because
disadvantage.
skin color alone. If
Yeah.
you look at me on paper and you look at my degrees, and you look at my pedigree and all of that other stuff, fine. But when we get to the interview process and it's me and it's somebody else, it's gonna be a little bit different,
absolutely.
right? So I am already at a disadvantage. If I could have support
Yeah.
while I'm going through my disadvantage in order to make the family unit progress better, then we're all winning.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said earlier, man, I wish we could get back to being on the same team. And I feel like, we've lost that ability. Hey, man, it's been live from the cave, the morning roast. Robert Hazard, you're handsome, man.
Thank you, brother.
Good to see you, man. You got the sparkle in your eyes.
Over here like the black egg Lincoln.
the Chicago-based Silver Fox. Hey, as a black man, tell me something that you're proud of, man.
I'm proud of the fact that I can actually tell my kids that I love them and that they're in the things that they're accomplishing. I'm proud of.
Are you saying you're proud of the fact that you're able to express that emotionally?
That I'm able to express it, and I do express it regularly. Mm-hmm. Those are just some things that maybe I didn't see, coming up, and so I had this rigidness about me in terms of what my expectations were for my children. But now I get an opportunity to do it, and as well as spending time with my grandkids. And there's nothing like it. Yeah. There's nothing like it.
I see your time on social media with them, man. You always look like you're just on top of the world.
I'm on top of the world. My granddaughter is talkative as I don't know what. Papa, what, this. That warms my heart, man, to be able to spend this time. And my grandboys with FaceTime, and we've got technology that we can use, and they're jumping all over the place having these kind of conversations with me. And that gets me excited.
Yeah, you're tearing up, man. I can see it.
I am actually.
Big Mel, man. Something that you're proud of as a black man.
Robert just took my answer.
See, finally I did something.
It only took 3 years. You usually take his, so
I am proud that I think mine is twofold. That I'm able to be an example of what's possible. I went from all hood to all good. Grew up in the South Shore area back in the 80s and 90s. Got shot outside my own house my senior year in high school. So, where I came from and the things that I experienced, went through, and participated in that I'm honestly not that proud of, but I know it's part of my process and part of my story to be able to be an example for other people about what's possible and to help other people have that light bulb moment in life. I think my purpose here has just been to get people to see what their potential is, and that anything is possible if they're willing to have faith, work, and heart and vision. Faith, heart, work, and vision. And so for me, that's been, whether it be for my children, whether it be for my community, whether it be for clients, whether it be for people I'm just meeting, airport conversations, to talk to somebody and get them to say, okay, I could see that my life can be different if I'm willing to put in the effort and have a vision that's big enough and compelling enough to move me towards what I believe life should be like.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Glenn.
So I'm proud of me and this being the best version of me. Not I mean, that That didn't come out right.
That's so you, Glenn.
Right.
What I meant was, Sean, before you rudely interrupted me, you done now? You done? You through? Thank you. I'm proud of me being the best version of myself that I could become. I'm proud that I have a diverse group of friends that respect what I've done, that respect me. I'm proud that I can be an encouragement to other people. I try to really live my life that way and encourage everybody. I've tried to do it with you guys. You're a little bit tougher to do it with, but we're still working with y'all projects. And,
I'm holding all
projects
this
in
in.
process. It's the closing.
Oh,
Don't do it.
oh.
Don't even say anything.
Oh.
But no, seriously, I'm proud of where I've come from, where I've become, and I'm proud of where I'm going. Most importantly, we talk a lot about what we've gone through and everything, but where are you headed? What's your future looking like and things like that? And I'm proud of all the things that we've accomplished. I'm proud of all of us and what we've done with the show, with our producers, and just excited about my future.
That's awesome.
What about you, Sean Mason?
Yeah.
Tell us, Sean.
I'm proud of the resilience we represent. Even in our varying stories. Mel talked about how things change when he walks in the room, regardless of what the paper may look like. And so I'm proud of the fact that whether we want to acknowledge it or not, our hue hovers over us at night as we sleep. We can't get away from it. It is a challenge the moment we leave our homes every day.
Yeah.
And we're still here. We're still standing. We're still thriving. And so I think even on our lowest days, we have to remember that we're already a success because we made it this far with everything that's already stacked against us. So
Yeah.
our resilience is what I'm the most proud of.
To the fellas.
To the fellas,
There you go.
live from the cave, the new chapter, the morning roast. We see you guys the next time.